hacks, the mama hacks, the things I wish I knew before getting pregnant. Oh, the tips you can use to have a better breastfeeding journey while breastfeeding. So as you know, I'm a breastfeeding mother. I'm a breastfeeding consultant. You can ask me anything when it comes to breastfeeding, but today I'm sick. Anyway, again, I will talk about to breastfeed your baby while you're sick. So I'm sick today. So I wanted to talk about the mama hacks, the things you should keep in mind, but I'm going to do this video in details. So today I'll talk about that, and tomorrow I'll talk about the other tips, but today I'll only talk about 3 tips how you can have a better breastfeeding journey with my tips, with my mama hacks. So first of all, you have to keep it in the mind that whenever you give birth, like whenever you get pregnant, things change, and all pregnancies come with other side effects. All breastfeeding, all pregnancies come in a different way. So if this one you did not count for sour thing, they expect the next pregnancy to sour for to sour like to call for sour things. So first of all, once you give birth, keep in mind that you always have to make a schedule for your time. I'm going to talk about the first 3 things, the first major 3 things. Then I'm going to explain them in details. First of all, I'm going to talk about breastfeeding. I'm going to talk about I'll talk about breastfeeding. Then in the breastfeeding, they're like in the breastfeeding explanation. That's when I'm going to talk about breastfeeding. Then I'll talk about the hand expression. Then breastfeeding, the latching. I'll talk about the latching. Then I'll talk about increasement of the breast milk. All will be added in one syllabus. So number 2, I'm going to talk about the hygiene. That's when I'm going to talk about the diaper and others. Then number 3, I'm going to talk about the time management as a breastfeeding mother. So first of all, I'm going to talk about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, it's very easy, but at times it's difficult, if at all you want to make it difficult, because breastfeeding is not something which is very light. It's not light, and it's not that much difficult. So always you have to keep in your mind that breastfeeding should be easy if at all you keep the love and the bonding with your child. So breastfeeding will be the best suggestion. So when you're to breastfeed your baby, always make sure that you do a proper latch. That's when you're going to carry your baby like this. Then you start breastfeeding your baby in your comfortable zone. Come the time for breastfeeding baby. Sometimes it's going to supply, it's going to let it down. So number 2, I'm going to talk about hand explanation. Hand explanation, this is when you're going to express out the milk. If at all you have a lot of milk, and if at all you're working class mother, so I would suggest you do hand explanation and leave the milk home than giving formula to your baby, because remember, breast milk is the best food for all babies. And number 3, I'm going to, when I talk about hand explanation, so I'm going to talk about breastfeeding your baby in the public. So always make sure that you can wear something whereby you don't need to pull the shirt up, you just need to pull the shirt from here and remove the breast and breastfeed your baby. So always make sure that if you're a breastfeeding mother, you make sure that you put on something loose whereby you can remove the breast and start breastfeeding your baby. So I'm going to talk about other things you should keep in mind. Babies don't talk, and they don't talk. They will talk when they at the time of talking. So it's you to learn your baby. So what you have to do, you have to check the baby's diaper. You have to check the time when did he last took shower. Another thing, you have to check his temperature. You have to check the temperature of where baby is to have a better breastfeeding session. All right. So another thing I'm going to talk about, schedule. Schedule matters a lot. It's you to make your schedule for your baby to have it easier. So if you know that your baby should be sleeping for 1 hour, every 1 hour you have to wake up the baby and give the baby milk and give the baby breast milk. So always you have to make a time for your schedule and have a better session. So guys, today I'm not feeling good, super tired. I'm sick. So guys, love you all and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Muleka